Hello friends, in this video let's quickly talk about how to do the deployment in the Power BI report server. So please observe the difference here. So I am planning to do the deployment in the Power BI report server, not in the Power BI report service. In the previous videos we talked about how to do the installation of Power BI report server, how to do the configuration, and how to develop a basic report. So if you have any questions, so I'll drop those links in the description section and the card section. So please go through that first of all. So once the configuration and once the installation all completed, then only we can do the deployment. So once you do the deployment, then I'll talk about how to implement a security, how to manage it, and how to troubleshoot it. Okay. As a first step, as a prerequisite, first the report should be ready and error free. And make sure that that report is working in your local machine. Then only we can go for a deployment in any technology, any place. So let's quickly come here. So I'll show you. So I just designed a basic report. So which shows the report data. So based on the department wise and the company and department wise, and I can see here the same data here. So the same data I am representing with a pie chart in the left side and right side with a table. Okay. So now let me select the Dell here. So if I select Dell here, so that particular component will be highlighted here if you see here. Okay, this is 1500 salary. So that has been highlighted in the section here. So that 1500 is covered here. Okay, so if I select a bit high salary here, like 10,000 Microsoft here, so the portion of the graph bit bigger than the earlier one. So let's quickly refresh that. And let's select the entire section here. You can see the relevant Dell related employees who works for this one. So even this one, Microsoft Tech Division is this. And even if you hover here, you can see what is the department, what is the company, and what is the salary, and what is the percentage of the graph. Okay, and what is the department name. You can see all. So this all been discussed in the previous video, how to develop and how to make use of it, how to identify what column is this and all. So this is a legend. We can display either bottom, left, right, or top, wherever you want. So like we talked about in the previous videos and how to implement the styles and all. We already talked about it. Okay. So now let's quickly see if you see here. Okay, so this is entire report now, the original report. So the report is ready. So now I need to do the deployment. So once it is ready, let's save locally. Then later we can think of it. Okay. So for time being, I am planning to save in the local place where. Okay, so let's save in the desktop. I'm going to make it as EMPS employees or something like that. Whatever the name I want, I'm going to save in the desktop with the name. Okay. So once the report is saved, this is the first step you need to do it. So once the report is saved, then see either report server or Power BI report server is working fine or not. So hope like in the previous video I already showed you like how to configure and all. So this is my Power BI report server or Power BI report manager. Okay. So by default, like I gave the port number as 8000. Okay. By default port is 80, but 80 is already occupied by something else. So that's the reason why I gave as 8000. So if the port number is 80, you may not get that here because 80 is the default port of the machine. You don't need to specify the port number if it is 80. But other than 80, you need to specify explicitly. Okay, this is my Power BI report manager. So this is the URL I can give to the multiple people who are there in my local area network or LAN. Okay, so this is empty now. None of the reports are delivered to the customer and none of the reports are even gone live. Okay, so now I am done with one report which I need to take to the live, this one. Okay, so I saved locally. So there is other ways of moving that reports into the Power BI report server. I'll show you slowly, but the easiest way and quicker way I'll show you here. So here, since you are the admin of the Power BI report server, so you can simply upload here. So there is upload button here. So you need to click on it. So once you click on upload, so it will ask for where is your item. Okay, so I just simply upload it. So you can see here it is showing as all files. So you can upload different kind of files. Okay, so you don't need to upload only specific Power BI files. So why it is allowing all the files, we'll talk about slowly one by one. So let's select the EMPS file which we saved and we observed. We know that it is error-free report. So we only developed that report. Okay, so make sure that that is working. Otherwise, it fails here and you may not be able to troubleshoot it here that easily. So the troubleshooting is more easier in the Power BI software than in the report server or report manager. Okay, so let's click on open. Okay, so once you click on open here, it uploads here. So this is how it looks like. So otherwise, like you want to create a folder here, let's click on new folder. My reports are like employee reports, EMP reports. So whatever the reports you want, you can do it, create. Okay, you want to upload the reports into this folder. So currently you are in the let me go to the folder. Yeah, EMP reports. So go here and you can upload here wherever you want. It's up to you. Okay, so for time being, since anyway I already uploaded in the main folder. Okay, so we'll talk about security, how to manage in the next coming sessions slowly. So let's click on the EMPS. So once you click on EMPS, for the first time it may take a while to open, depends on the size of the data, depends on the design of the report. Yeah, the report has been opened now, you can see it. Okay, so now let us say, as I mentioned here, it is a rich look than compared with SSRS. So let's select this. Once you select this section, obviously the right side section will be impacted. You can see the less data here. So even this section, it automatically refresh it. Okay, so if you closely observe this, so you may not get this kind of flexibility in a SSRS. So if you select one object in the same report, you may not be able to apply that filter in the right side object. That is not possible at all, 100%. But you have a filters here in the top section. You can provide the parameters. So once you provide a specific parameter, you can see the difference in the data. So that kind of comfort we have in SSRS as well. But this is a so rich modern one. You do not have this comfort here. So I selected this side. It has been applied the change here this side. Let me select here. If I select here, okay, you can see this. So in the entire graph, only one piece of the section has been highlighted because the portion of the particular employee salary is this much in the entire company. So let's select the highest component here. Yeah, you can see bit more. So let's select some more. Yeah, this one Dell. Yeah, you can see bit some more. Okay, so this is how you will see the difference here. So now you want to apply for everything. Okay, you can just click somewhere. Okay, like a corner of it, you will get it. Like so, if you want to maximize it, let us say you want to maximize this report section. So let's you have a focus view here, focus mode. Let's click on it. You will get only this. Okay. So you can highlight and you can see whatever you want. So this is how you will see. So you want to go back to the previous section, you can see it, and you have a filters here. If you already have a filters, okay, currently we do not implement any filters logic here. That is the reason why you are not getting anything. And you want to display this as a table here, you can see at the bottom here. Okay, since even you do not know that. Okay, so what data is representing here, something like that, you can see the data as a table here. Okay. So let's remove this, or like yeah, back to the report. Yeah. So there are a couple of options here. You have like these are the show next level and all. We will talk about one by one, drill up, drill down and all. We have it, so you can view this. These are all like a kind of comforts we have. You want to do the print and all. You can refresh it. Obviously, yes. Okay. So you want to display some you want to add some comments here. You can add it. Okay. So looks great. Looks great. Looks great. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So okay, so it is adding. Okay, but later I realized it. Okay, later I realized it for particular Dell employee, the names are empty. Okay, so EMP, how come EMP name is empty? So how come EMP name empty or blank? Blank in the table. So is it something this reporting issue, or like is it something like that? Okay, so I can have it. I can delete, since I only the posted here. I can delete it. So if you log in later some point of time, you can see my comments here. So okay, so you can answer here. Okay. So this is issue is in the data itself. We can't do, as a report developer, you cannot do anything like that. You can add whatever the comment you want here. So this is the comfort level of the Power BI report server and Power BI report manager. So this feature is introduced in SSRS 2017. Even SSRS also 2017 onwards, you have a comment section. So I clearly talked about in the previous video how to do the SSRS 2017 configuration, how to add a comments for the SSRS and all. Those all we have that. Let's hide it. You can, once you click on it, your comments will be hidden. You can see it. Okay, so those are the comments to this specific report only, not for the other reports. Actually, it is not for the entire application level. So for every report, you have a comments here. You can see here. Okay, so let's click on comment. You can see here. So later you can add or update here. It's now I'm answering myself itself. It's a table. It's a source data. It's a data issue. So nothing to do in Power BI or PBI. Okay, so this is how we manage it, something like that. Okay, so that's all how we do the deployment. That's how we do handle the data in the Power BI report server and report manager. So can I manage this? Of course, you can see some properties of the particular one. Let's click on manage here, and you can see the data sources. So you might have seen like what is the data source and all in the previous videos. We'll talk about it that. Okay, even I covered the data source and all in the previous SSRS videos. You can view the same actually. So there is no difference between that and this. Okay, so that's all about it in the Power BI reports deployment in the Power BI report server. Okay, so we'll talk about the other approaches, how to take live these reports into the Power BI service. We already talked about it, and so how to save directly into the Power BI report server slowly one by one. And we'll talk about like other these data options, like you want to restrict any empties or there or something like that, or edit queries and all. We already talked about couple. We'll talk about relations and all. So that's all about it. So that's it. Thank you for watching. So please like and subscribe for more technical videos. Also follow me on Facebook for more technical questions and answers. Okay, thank you.